So here's the thing. Irrespectively how brilliant the ideas are which were presented here today, half of these startups will fail. They are not going to be able to deliver on time, and they are going to be late to the market. And this is because they are not going to be able to find software developers who could realize their ideas. The reason for that is that there's an ever-growing demand for IT professionals. By 2020, the number of missing IT professionals is going to be almost 1 million in the European Union. And it is not just IT companies anymore who are suffering from that problem. This trend is getting really business critical for each and every industry. But where are the software developers? Why don't we make more of them? You know, traditionally, software engineers are coming from universities. We all know how universities are operating. They are doing it in the very same way. I mean, IT education, they are doing it the same way in the last 25 years. You know, they are filtering out a lot of kids who would be able to become software developers, but they are not able to get a degree. We at Codecool believe that there are much more young people out there who could be developers, who could learn coding. We want to teach coding for those who have a natural interest for IT, but were dropped out from the university. We want to teach coding for girls who were told that computers are for boys. We can also teach those who cannot afford an expensive education. We can train much more software developers than the traditional systems simply because we have a better model. What are other training options? I've already talked about universities. You know, there are the boot camps, which are typically very short, offering a rapid career change, but they are only focusing on one or two particular technologies, and you do not get a very deep knowledge there. There are the massive open online courses. You know, they are for the masses, theoretically. And also in practice, a lot of people are subscribing for those, but very few of them actually end these courses because it's very hard to learn coding alone without a mentor. What are we doing at Codecool? We find motivated young people, train them for market-relevant skills, and then source them to companies. We are a training and a sourcing company at the same time. Why are we special? We have several things why we are special, but just to mention a few, we have carefully selected mentors who have a daily intensive contact with our students. We have a tested and well-documented methodology, which is supported by the so-called suite, which is our IT platform covering all our operations from the screening throughout the training until the alumni phase. And with this, we have a replicable and expandable model to train not just software developers, but other digital experts as well. Our method in a nutshell, this is an 18 months hands-on programming training, which is conducted by experienced mentors, as I told you. We do blended learning, so we are mixing the advantages of the classroom training and the online training, and we have a 6 months on-the-job training at the end. This is a post-paid education, so no one has to pay anything up front, and we guarantee a job at the end for our students. With the help of our angel investor, who already invested 1.5 million euros in Codecool, we already have 2 operating schools in Hungary with more than 100 students. The third one starts in Krakow, Poland this September, and by the end of next year, we are going to have more than 500 students, more than 500 Codecool students. We are in advanced negotiations with large companies who are not just interested to buy software developers from us, but also other digital experts. Why are we here? Currently, from our operational profit, we are able to start one new school per year. But as you saw, the demand is huge for developers, and we would like to boost this to 4 new schools per year, and we are able to do that by raising 8 million euros in equity and debt funding by the end of this year. With that, we would be able to provide 10,000 of junior IT specialists to the European Union market by 2022. Our vision is that by 2020, Codecool is going to be one of the top sourcing partners of top-tier companies in Europe. If you are an investor and you think that you can help us to make the next step, let us talk. I wish you good luck to grow your companies so you can be a Codecool customer